Fred MacGuffin reviews, Fred MacGuffin reviews, Fred MacGuffin reviews. Welcome to my channel, Fred MacGuffin Reviews. Today I am reviewing The Banshees of Inisherin, directed by Martin McDonagh, starring Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, Kerry Condon and Barry Keoghan. And I like Martin McDonagh's work, writer, director. He's done In Bruges, 7 Psychopaths, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. So 3 great movies. So big excitement for this. I'm bringing back Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson for a second movie where they're together. So yeah, what did I think of this? I'm sort of torn here. 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. I think I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 for me. And I'll tell you why. So yeah, we have basic premise. This is on the island of Inisherin, a small island off Ireland, set during the 1920s. And so on the mainland we have the Irish Civil War kicking off or happening, and on the island we have a smaller war brewing, a war between 2 friends. Brendan Gleeson and his friend, Brendan Gleeson plays Colin, and his friend Porrick is played by Colin Farrell, and Brendan Gleeson wants to break away from his friend. He wants to cut ties and not be friends anymore. So a sad premise there, because Porrick seems like a nice chap, and it's a little sort of sad story. I suppose it's reminiscent of the Irish Civil War, where overnight friends were divided, and brothers were torn apart, and so it's very personal thing as well. So that it's reminiscent of that. It's mirroring that, I suppose, that whole event in Irish history, but in a different way. So yeah, look, visually this is breathtaking. The islands is amazing. The scenery, just showing how beautiful Ireland is, and So I'm gonna start sort of spoiling this a bit, and reasons why I didn't like it. So it might start spoiling the movie for you. So what would I say? Yeah, if you're a fan of Martin McDonagh and his style of dark humour, and his movies, yeah, give this a watch. It's I suppose it's for me, it didn't finish on a sort of a way I would have liked it to, and that's probably a good thing too. And but yeah, I'm going to talk more about this now. But if you like Martin McDonagh and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, go watch this. You're going to enjoy it. And then come back to me, because I'm going to start spoiling this now. Spoiler warning. I'm going to start spoiling this, so watch it and come back. So yeah, my gripes with this were, Colin Farrell's character. He just couldn't accept that his friend Colin wanted to move on from their relationship. He wanted to spend more time making music, and sort of trying to leave a legacy for himself. He felt that Porrick's outlook on life, and it just didn't suit him. He wasn't just going to be nice to Porrick and put up with him. He wasn't going to suffer fools gladly anymore. And so yeah, Porrick couldn't accept this, and he had another friend, Dominic, played by Barry Keoghan, who on the face of it seems like a bit of a fool, but hidden layers. He was no fool, and he could have probably used a friend in Porrick, but Porrick couldn't get over Colin, He just, wouldn't let it go. So Colin decides to do drastic things to try and make Porrick see reason, and one of those things was chopping off fingers. Yeah, so that didn't sit well with me. I thought it was a bit crazy, a bit extreme, and of course, Colin's a musician, so he needed those digits, and yeah, that really annoyed me, and I sort of threw me out of the whole thing. Um, Siobhan is played by Kerry Condon. That's Porrick's sister, and yeah, she sees the madness in all this and decides to get off the island and get to the mainland. And good on her. Yeah, this island is inhabited by people that are a bit crazy. Um, but one thing that Colin does when he chops off his fingers, he throws them at the front door of Porrick's house. And yeah, poor donkey. The donkey eats one of the fingers. So this is the comedy that's on this. It's very dark. It's very bizarre, and of course Jenny the donkey, the little donkey. Oh, she doesn't make it, and this fuels the argument even more. And yeah, but maybe Martin's trying to show us this human nature and human interactions and human, friendships can be this bizarre and this crazy, especially if they're falling apart or they're breaking up, and people can do extreme things. And yeah, so yeah, another thing for me, it ends on a big downer, very very glum, but you are getting this funny humor through it. But nothing's resolved for me at the end, which, yeah, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe things are never resolved with a lot of arguments, and but maybe on a rewatch I will appreciate this more. And yeah, so for me, it's left me with a bit of sort of, I wanted to really give this you know applaud it and sing its praises, because I like the other three movies. But yeah, it makes me want to rewatch In Bruges again, and you know see what that movie had. And yeah, so yeah, mm, I'm a bit sad that I couldn't give it more praise and more applaud it more. But still has a lot to offer, and yeah, not a bad movie in the least. But there's talk about Colin Farrell winning awards. For me, maybe I mean, he's had some great performances this year. Batman, and now this. So who knows? Uh, but yeah. So Banshees of Inisherin, what did you think yourself? Leave a comment. Did you enjoy it? Am I missing something from this that you've seen? Uh, yeah, sure. Thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And yeah, this has been Fred MacGuffin reviewing Banshees of Inisherin. Fred MacGuffin's reviewed Banshees.